What is going on, my Extreme Team? Johnny Boy back for another episode of our Pokemon Sapphire Randomizer Nuzlocke here on the channel. I'm going to take these off because it is way too loud in my ears. I hope you guys are hyped for this episode. If you are, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button down below. We're going for 12 likes on this episode. I know the previous few episodes have been quite long. They've been over 20 minutes, so I feel like people haven't been sort of watching, haven't been motivated to watch the videos, because I know that over 20 minutes can be quite long. So I'm going to try and keep it lower this time, you guys. I hope you guys are hyped for this episode. If you are wondering what we are doing in Mauville City, don't worry. Do not worry, you haven't missed an episode. There hasn't been any sort of glitches or anything like that. I did have a grinding montage, but instead of having the grinding montage at the start of the video where you've got to sort of skip through it, I've got the grinding montage at the end. So any of you guys who care, you know, proof of whether anyone died while we were off-screen training, it's at the end of the video. So if you care about it, go ahead and watch the end of the video. It's going to be right at the end rather than being at the start. We're here in Mauville City, as I just said. We've got the gym here in Mauville City, which we are going to be going in. Is it Mauville or Mauville? Mauville? I say Mauville City. It's probably better, to be fair. But we are going to be going into the gym in the next episode. In this episode, we got to deal with some captures. We got a few captures that we can get here in Mauville City. And then in the next episode, we'll take on the rest of the trainers. We'll take on the gym. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. Now, what we need to do, real quick, so we need to get the bike, because that is something that I always forget. Every single time I play through a Pokemon game, I always forget to have the bike, and then you need the bike at some point. I guess you don't really need the bike in this game, but in first gen you kind of need it for sort of cycling road and getting captures and everything like that. But I don't think there's any way you can get captures on the cycling road in this game, but I just really want a bike. I really want a bike, and I don't know which bike I want. I kind of want the Acro bike, because the Acro bike is cooler. The Acro bike is cooler. It is. You can do wheelies. You can do tricks. You can jump on it. I mean, the Acro bike is amazing. I mean, in real life right now, I have like a mix between the two. I have sort of like a single speed sort of trick bike, but it's also sort of like for long journeys as well, for sort of like for sort of tours and stuff like that. So I'm sort of in the middle. I kind of want to get a BMX though, because I do like BMXs. I do like trick bikes. But we're actually here on route 118. The team is up to around sort of level 16 right now. I want to get Tyrogue up to level 20, because Tyrogue actually evolves at level 20. Spoiler alert, you guys. But we do have a few trainers here. We'll try and avoid them the best we can. But we kind of do want to take on a few trainers. I don't want to cut trainers out of this series altogether, completely. But we do have a capture coming up. And we have absolutely no money. Actually, we might have some money, because I did spend all of... Oh, God, a Shroomish. No, what do we do to deserve this? No, I don't want to be taking on any more Shroomishes. I actually fear this thing right now. I actually fear Shroomish. Oh, he went for a tackle. Well, I bet that's... I was expecting the effect spore then to just somehow do us in. But this Shroomish seems nice. This Shroomish will flinch, and this Shroomish will be taken out by the next bite. I like this Shroomish. This Shroomish is fine. That one's cool. It used tackle. It wasn't annoying. It didn't get the effect spore off. I like that Shroomish. I think that Shroomish is amazing. That Shroomish can stay there. It's cool. But any other Shroomish, annoying as hell, as you guys saw in the previous episode. I feel like that's actually the first time I've actually got genuinely angry at a Pokemon game. While recording it, it's probably not the first time I've got genuinely angry altogether at a Pokemon game, but actually recording, actually sort of presenting a video, that was the first time I've genuinely got super angry, because you guys could feel the hate coming from me. You guys could feel the hate coming from that Shroomish. I hate Shroomish so much. You guys know I hate Shroomish. You guys knew before even that video that I hate Shroomish. It's just because it does stuff like this, Sunspot, but I don't really mind Roselia because I like Roselia's design. Shroomish design is like one of the worst designs in the Pokemon universe. And don't get me wrong, I love Breloom. I think he's amazing. I think Breloom's design is incredible. I love how he's a dinosaur. I love how he's a fighting type. You guys know I love my fighting types. So I do love Breloom, but I hate Shroomish. I hate Shroomish so much, and nothing is ever going to change that. Unless we had like a series one day where Shroomish just puts in the finest to work and destroys everything. I'm never ever going to like Shroomish. I'm just sorry, guys. I would, as I said in the previous episode, I'd happily take it out of the Pokedex. Where's my Paralyzed Heals? I swear I had some. I did buy some for the grinding montage, but I guess I used them all. Let's just go for a bite and hope that we hit this thing, and hopefully we can take it out, because Goban is very prone to being fully paralyzed, and yeah, there we go. Goban always gets fully paralyzed, because Goban just can't hit. It's really annoying, but I do love you, Goban. I think you've been putting in the finest to work in this series, and hopefully that takes out Roselia, and it does. we can get on to catching Pokemon, because we actually have quite, you know, we have a box full of Pokemon right now. We actually have 6 Pokemon in the box. We have 6 Pokemon in our party. We're doing so well for not losing Pokemon. We've only lost 1 Pokemon in this series so far, which I think is amazing. I'm going to try and avoid these trainers as best I can, but I didn't think that guy was going to turn around. Of course he was going to turn around, but we'll go ahead and take on this guy and we'll get our first capture for this episode. Hopefully we can get something good, because we've got some cool Pokemon in the box. I mean, we've got an Aerodactyl, we've got a Clefable, we've got some good Pokemon going on. And as we are heading into the electric type gym next, I know that we don't have any ground type Pokemon, but we do have our fighting type Pokemon. We do have our Gennaro here, and hopefully after the grinding montage in the next episode, we'll have ourselves another powerful fighting type if Tyrogue evolves, because he's only got Tackle at the moment, which isn't best, but we'll possibly have 2 fighting types on the team. Well, we do have 2 fighting types on the team, but an evolved fighting type. It would be cool if we got Hitmonlee. I'd love it if he evolved into a Hitmonlee. I'm sort of worried that he's going to evolve into a Hitmontop, because then it's like, do I have 2 Hitmontops on the team? Do I be that trainer with 2 Hitmontops? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, to be fair. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. See what he evolves into. I probably will keep him on the team, because I'd feel bad to sort of discount him from the team just because, you know, he's evolved into a Hitmontop. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I've never had a Hitmontop, and I love how in this series we have a Hitmontop in the team. We have potential to have another one, and we kept running into one in the previous episode, and we're missing Rolling Kick. What the hell? I thought Rolling Kick had decent accuracy, and oh my goodness, this Uproar, man. This Whismur is putting in the finest to work, and that's another Pokemon with such a stupid design. But I do love Whismur. I love Exploud. I think Exploud is cool. He's such a cool Pokemon, so I'm not going to hate on Whismur. Whismur hasn't been annoying us today. It's cool. But finally, we can go ahead and get ourselves captured. I love how that was a musician and he had a Whismur. That kind of works. That's kind of nice. But anyway, we need to swap into Roselia, because Roselia is the best Pokemon for catching other Pokemon, because she's got the, I think she's got the Stun Spore. Is it Stun Spore that she has? I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out anyway, because I haven't used Roselia for a while, because Roselia is really high leveled, thanks for taking on the gym so many times, taking on so many gym leaders and gaining so many levels. So I didn't really use Roselia too much in the grinding montage. I don't think at all. But we're going to see what we can get here. If we can finally get a nibble, oh my goodness. And this guy is just watching us fish right now. He's putting me off. We can't get any nibbles because this guy's putting us off, but still, I'm going to go on the other side. He better not watch me on the other side, because it's just getting creepy right now. He's just watching me fish. We'll fish behind him so he doesn't have to look at us. I hate when people stare. And he got away, of course. God, this is an entertaining episode, right, guys? I do have a cold as well. I'm not really feeling the best right now, so that's why I'm not as enthusiastic as normal. But we got a Girafarig. That's actually decent. I've never used a Girafarig before. I've never ever used one. We do have Stun Spore. I've never used a Girafarig. That would be amazing, actually. I'm actually really convinced by this thing. If we can catch it anyway, I'm really convinced by it. I'd love to use a Girafarig on the team. I mean, he's level 6, so what can we really do to this thing? I feel like any of our moves is going to take it out. I feel like a Tackle from Tyrogue won't take it out, although he is level 6. He's level 6. I don't know. He is paralyzed, but will a Tackle take him out? I don't think a Tackle will. I don't think it will. No, it won't. Okay, perfect. Okay, we can hit him with 2 tackles, and we can actually go for some Pokeballs here. We have 12 Pokeballs to try and catch this Girafarig, and we get in the first one. That's actually really nice. Level 6 Girafarig, I'm pretty sure, is he a Psychic type? I think he's a Psychic type. Girafarig's rear head contains a tiny brain that is too small for thinking. However, the rear head doesn't need to sleep, so it can keep watch over its surroundings 24 hours a day. That's a really cool Pokedex entry, yo. What if we had like a Girafarig Mega? That'd be really, really cool if we had that. I'm going to name it after someone who has been commenting on a few of the previous episodes. I'm guessing you're a new subscriber, Noah Nibblink? Noah Nibblink. I'm going to go ahead and call it Noah. And that's a cool name for a Girafarig. That'll work. Noah is sent to the PC, so Noah, I hope you are hyped to be named after a Girafarig, because I'm really considering using that Girafarig, because I think Girafarig could be power, and I've never used one before. It'd be really cool to have a Girafarig on the layout. I mean, I've never used a Hitmontop before, and I think he's the only Pokemon on our team that I've never actually used before, but it'd be really cool to use a Girafarig, and I'm pretty sure Girafarig is a Psychic type, so that'd be nice to have a Psychic type on the team. Oh, we got Wally there. Screw Wally for a second. I'm going to go ahead and get our other encounter. We got Route 117 here, where we can actually get a capture like right off the bat, right again. So we're going to still leave with Atari. We've got healed up Pokemon. We got 11 Pokeballs and then some more Great Balls. I think we got at least 2 Great Balls and 1 Premier Ball or something like that. So let's see what we can get for Route 17. Hopefully it's something awesome. And it's a Sudowoodo! Awesome! Actually, I'm cool with that. I'm not sure about that sprite in this gen. He's always looking pretty cool, but his sprite in this gen isn't as good as the one that we have in Fire Red. I haven't actually recorded Fire Red for a while. I feel like I need to get back on that Fire Red bandwagon. But this guy's got Mimic, and that's not really going to help him too much. He's just going to use Stun Spore, which isn't going to do too much to us. We can actually go for a cut on this thing. We're going to speed up a little bit because we've been taking quite a few... we haven't used the speed up button too much, and he's got Rock Slide. He has got Rock Slide, which is a really decent move. We're going to go into Go Ban. Actually, no, it's not the best thing. Oh, yeah, it is. For some reason, I keep thinking that Rock is super effective against Steel, but it's not. And I've really got to stop thinking about that, because Steel is super effective against Rock, and I need to remember my typings. Let's go for a Pokeball. He's paralyzing in the red. This should be an easy capture, in theory, right? And it is. We catch the Sudowoodo. So, actually, two great Pokemon added to our team in this. Sudowoodo camouflages itself as a tree to avoid being attacked by enemies. However, because the forelegs remain green throughout the year, the Pokemon is easily identified as a fake during the winter. That's very unfortunate for Sudowoodo. That's very unfortunate. I feel bad about that. But another person who's actually started watching episodes, I've actually seen you quite a few times on Twitter, Primal Palkia. Obviously, I'm not going to call this Palkia, so I'm going to go ahead and call it Primal. If you want me to change the name to your actual name in real life, or if you have sort of a name that you want me to name it, like a specific sort of nickname, let me know. We're going to call it Primal for now. We can go ahead and change that name whenever we want. So, two great captures in this episode. I think we should take on Wally just as a little break. We've got Wally here trying to get into the gym. Now, last time we took... we haven't really seen Wally for a long time. He was trying to catch a Routes. So we know that he has a Routes. So I'm actually going to go into HUOT. I think HUOT can deal with this. We haven't seen too much from HUOT, and this guy's trying to get into the gym. He has one Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. I think he has one Routes, and he thinks he can take on the gym. I mean, I think you could. With a Confusion Routes, maybe with Growl, I think you could definitely challenge the gym pretty well. So, you know, I have a lot of respect for Wally trying to take on the gym. But anyway, let's see what we can do against Wally. Here he comes. Hopefully he can give us a bit of a challenge here, but I don't think that he will, because I think he's supposed to be terrible at this point. But it's a level 16 Routes, we've got a level 16 HUOT, and we are going to go for a Rollout and destroy everything, because Rollout is such a strong move, especially from a Whelmer. Look at that first... Oh god, he's going to go for Dumb Team. Really gonna do this? I was getting really hyped about using Rollout, and oh, he still hit the Rollout. Okay, this could possibly take him out. Almost takes him out. Oh, I've actually just realized about Rollout. We can't do anything now. We're just gonna have to keep this Rollout going. Okay, I can't do anything. It doesn't give the option to swap out. That's the only dangerous thing about Rollout. You have to be 100% sure that you're going to be able to take out this Pokemon, or you are in trouble. But I'm pretty sure a Confusion Routes wasn't really going to give us too much trouble, and it didn't. We defeated Wally in this episode. We got ourselves two awesome captures, and this guy is going to go and train. And as we know, Wally does train. Wally gets the finest. And Iron Man is just going to go ahead and talk to us. Just one final thing that he wants to say, but he's asking us to visit the most boring town in this game, which I think is Vernon Turf, because there's nothing in Vernon Turf. But yeah, we'll still go ahead and visit there very, very soon, I guess. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be it for this episode. What I'm actually going to go ahead and quickly do is check out the two Pokemon that we caught in this episode. And then in the next episode, we're going to be taking on the trainers, and we are going to be heading into the gym. I might have like a short grinding montage for a few of the trainers, and then we'll take on some of the trainers sort of like... on screen before we take on the gym. I'm sure you can hear me sniffling. Yes, I have a cold. It sucks. But you do have a normal Psychic type. I didn't know it was a normal type as well. We got Tackle and Growl, but there's definitely potential with that. And also our Sudowoodo with Rock Throw, Mimic, and Flail. Decent moveset with that Rock Throw. And we have such a cool... We could probably make a good team of 6 with a Pokemon in the box, including that Aerodactyl. But I'm going to go ahead and end off this episode here. Hopefully... For once, one of my episodes is under 20 minutes long, and you guys can sort of like enjoy that a little bit more, because I feel like when they're over 20 minutes, you might not watch it because you're just like, oh, I don't have 20 minutes to watch an episode. So hopefully we're good with that. The episode isn't obviously going to end here. You can probably see there's an extra 3 minutes on the end. The extra 3 minutes on the end of this episode is going to be the grinding montage, how we got to here originally. I hope you guys go ahead and enjoy that. If you don't want to watch it, you don't have to. It's just to prove that none of our Pokemon died, and it's just where we've trained and everything like that. But I hope you guys have indeed enjoyed this episode. If you have, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button down below. Let's see if we can get to 12 likes on this episode. I'm not feeling too well, so I can't be as enthusiastic, but make sure you go ahead and destroy that like button. Let's see if we can get to 12 likes on this episode. I forgot to throw you guys the question of the day. If you guys want to go ahead and answer the question of the day, it was going to be, if you could watch one Pokemon movie for eternity, just one, which Pokemon movie would it be? Because I haven't seen many Pokemon movies, to be fair. Pokemon 2000 is my favorite, but I haven't seen a lot of them. So I'd love to hear you guys' recommendations on favorite Pokemon movies. Let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Hopefully we can, I'll be less coldish in the next episode, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Enjoy the grinding montage, and I'll see you guys for the gym in the next episode. Peace out, guys.